What's up, guys? It's Fat Leo, and I'm back for some league format action. Hopefully, I can get some titles, some wins, no more choking. That's the most important thing. I should stop choking, and I'm just gonna go over the team that I took over for the CBA D League. I'm only in the D League because I was originally in the main league, but I gave my spot to somebody else because I didn't really want to play back then. Now I want to play, but I don't. But anyway, I've got I got to take over a team, and I got to make 2 transactions to change it. But I will go over these mons right now. The record I'm taking over is also 2-1, which is nice. I'm in a playoff spot as we speak, so that's good. Play Raf soon. My first game is against Raf. I've never beat Raf. It's gonna be pretty cool. So I've got Nihiligo as my. I assume this was this guy's #1 pick, but Nihiligo right here. I don't know, pretty cool. I thought this thing was pretty fast, but it's only 103, which is okay. It's not bad. That speeds a lot of mons still. Coverage is great. It gets Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Grass Knot, Power Gem, Sludge Wave. It gets Rocks and Toxic Spikes, which is great. Thunder Wave, actually. I didn't even know it got Thunder Wave. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Oh, it got Miracle. Didn't know that. It got Trick Room. Didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Wonder Room. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really looked over this too much. I just prep my teams for Raph and Jack. Jack I play the week after that. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to play Jack. He's really good. So, that's that. Nihiligo. I guess I haven't come up with a nickname for him yet. Really? Nihiligo? No nickname? Right. So Nihiligo I haven't come up with a nickname for, so I don't know what it's gonna be, but next we've got Brett Burns. For those of you that do not get the reference, is San Jose Sharks hockey team, my favorite team. Brett Burns is their best player. He's a big, powerful guy, so for Alligator, naming him Brett Burns works as well. And for Alligator's blue, San Jose Sharks play in teal, so like blue kind of. So thought it was fitting. This is a Pokemon that I would never have drafted myself because I always end up getting a fat water type like Melodic or Blastoise. Don't know if I ever get anyone else, but I usually have either Melodic or Mega Blastoise. So offensive water types just seem to evade me. But I was very glad that I took over a team that had for Alligator because I always wanted to use for Alligator, but I just never got around to doing it. I also remember I had Greninja as an offensive water type. So I just never got to use for Alligator, and I would have probably never drafted it. But now that I have a team and he's there, it's pretty cool. So I want to use him. Basically, you know the deal with for Alligator. Dragon Dance, Sheer Force, damage. What's its attacks? Like 123 or something? It's only 105, apparently. But with Sheer Force, it does a lot. Waterfall, Ice Punch, Crunch. Um, Anything else? I don't know. Rock Slide, probably. Yeah, Rockside. That's pretty cool. He also gets Aqua Jet, and his special attacks that is actually usable. 79, usable. You can catch people off guard with an Ice Beam or something, or Blizzard. I've actually run the script game with Blizzard because Ice Beam is a little weak with his low special attacks. I'm like, alright, let's go with Blizzard, and I did. Yeah. I assume he gets Rain Dance and Hail. Does he get Sunny Day? No. Okay. Yeah, Dragon Tail, Dragon Dance, obviously. Ice Fang. Low kick, outrage. Didn't know he got outrage. Seismic Dodge, Shadow Claw, not bad. Superpower. Sword stance, yep. Aerial Ace, Spy Block, chip away counter, didn't know that. Fury Cutter. Fury Cutter. Iron Tail, not bad. Icy Wind, not bad. Yeah, so Gator's pretty good. We'll see. We'll see how he does. I hope he does well. I like Gator. So we got Carlos Tevez returning from PCL Season 3. 2. I think it's 2. The one I won at Carlos Tevez. He did a great job as a rapid spinner. He got spin blocked, I think, once or twice, but it wasn't really that big a deal because I don't know. My team was just able to work around that with Lando and Charizard Y. But anyway, yeah, that's right. Carlos Tevez. Again, I didn't pick him. He's just there on the team, and I didn't drop him because I needed hazard removal. I mean, it's not actually as necessary with this team because this team isn't that weak to hazards. But you know, it's always good to have a spinner in case you want to use a focus sash or whatever. So Dolphin's pretty reliable. The only thing is he gets spin blocked rather easily, even though he has knock. Knock doesn't really do much to ghost types that are, well, if someone wants to spin block him, they can bring a physically defensive ghost type, and knock isn't going to do anything. So it won't even be able to do a KO because he'll rest up or paint split or just straight up recover. So he's very spin blockable, but that isn't so much of a problem. I will get to that why event. I will get to why that's not so much of a problem later. But you know, Donphan, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Sturdy, High Attack, HP and Defense, Slow, Rocks, Spin. It's very simple. Then we've got Kyurem, who I don't like Kyurem, so I'm trying to trade him off. As soon as possible, I will probably trade Kyurem for just about anything that would fit into my plan because I get 5 transactions and I don't intend to keep this team. So, like some of the Pokemon like Kyurem and Billy Bones, I don't really want on the team, and you'll see some of the ones later. I don't really want them that much. But yeah, he's good. You know, he gets Ice Beam, Draco, Dragon Claw, Dragon Pulse. His attack is actually 130 and special attack 130. I didn't know that. I didn't know his attack was so high. Daniel told me yesterday. He's a guy I will be playing in D-League. He told me he could go both ways, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I assume he had like 95 or whatever, so it was like usable in attack. I didn't know it was actually 130. But, you know, Focus Blast, Flash Cannon, Dragon Claw, Ancient Power, Blizzard, Ice Beam, Iron Head, Outrage, Psychic. I did not know that. Rock Slide, didn't know that. Shadow Ball, Shadow Claw, Stone Edge, Toxics, and Headbutt Sub. Maybe I should keep him. Kyurem's pretty good. He can also be a good wall. I mean, he's better than the base 100s. Like, he's fatter than the base 100s with 125, 90, 90. So, maybe I should keep Kyurem after all. He's pretty good. What else has he got? Brutal Swing. Probably won't use it, but it's a thing. It would give me a Z move. The Dark type one, not bad. Icy Wind, whatever. I mean, yeah, alright, Kieran's pretty good, but I don't really like him, so we'll see. Then we've got Billy Bones, who's really, Billy Bones is great. Amazing Pokemon, but I don't like him. I don't dislike Billy Bones, but I don't like him too much. I had him last season in PCL Season 3. He was really good. He was great. I did a lot of work with him. And I have him again, and he's a great Pokemon, so I may not drop him or trade him, but I don't really like him that much, so I might. You know, he's got U-Turn, High Jump Kick, I don't know what else I really use, Knock, I guess, Poison Jab, Inner Focus doesn't matter, so he's got 2 good abilities in Regenerator and Reckless. I prefer Regenerator. I don't know if I've ever used Reckless, because I like Volt Turn, so I U-Turn out. Get some regenerator damage, and with the way I play, I like to switch things in on, like, a lot of people sack their Pokemon if it's slow or whatever. I try to keep everything alive as much as I can, so I try to switch things in as much as I can, and regenerator really helps with that, since I normally bring offense anyway, not all the time, but more often than not. So an offensive frail Pokemon like this, if I can switch it in and gain initiative and bring it back out and maintain some HP, that's really good for me. So Billy Bones is really good for my playstyle, but I don't know, maybe I'll keep him, maybe I won't. Then Reckless makes High Jump Kick do a lot of damage. He's got a skyrocketing 125 special attack and 105 speed, which is pretty good, not amazing. You'll see that with my team. It's not very fast. It's not too slow necessarily. I've got Nihilego 103, Kyurem at, not Kyurem, I've got Billy Bones at 105. There will be more, you'll see. It's not the fastest, but it's not the slowest either, so it's okay. Yeah, so that's Billy Bones. You know, high attack, usable special attack at 95, pretty good actually for league format, so you can run hidden powers and stuff. Yeah, that's that. Then we've got Florges, which was my first transaction. So upon joining the league, I got to make 2 transactions, 2 like free transactions, so that I don't know, just because I took over a team, so I would have at least some sort of, I don't know, some sort of way to make the team my own, rather than completely taking over some random team. So, and then I'll get 5 transactions later, just the same as everyone else. But I got 2, and one of them was Florida. So the way this draft system worked, it was a lot like the GBA tiers, but Johnny GB, the dude that runs this, he divided all the tiers into multiple. He divided all the tiers into like little sub tiers. So you've got, I think the tier 2s were worth 140 and 120, and then your tier 1s were 180 and 160 and stuff. So Florges was a tier 2, but a high tier 2. So I would have to pay 140 for Florges. And I had Comfy, don't know how to pronounce that. I don't even know if it's spelled with an M or an F or an N. And I had Serena, who I don't like. Both those Pokemon are stupid looking and ugly, and I don't draft Pokemon that I don't like, and I don't use Pokemon I don't like. So I dropped the 2 of them to pick up. I don't know who I picked up in the other. Oh, I picked up Leafeon and Florges. So that Leafeon was 20 points. So it was 160 points for Leafeon and Florges, and Comfy was, I think, worth 100 or 60. Comfy was worth 60, and Serena was worth 100. So it was 160 for 160, and because the structure of my draft matched up, I could just make that point just in my make that trade with my free points. So Florges. Now I need a fairy. I always wanna have a fairy. I'm not a strong believer of this fairy dragon steel garbage, because I almost never draft dragons. Kyurem is there not by choice. I don't like him. I don't necessarily want him. Steel types I think are pretty good to have. Obviously you get to resist a lot of things, but the dragon I think is the least necessary of them all. And fairy I think is the most necessary, because having a good dark switch in is so important, because dark is like fairy. Not a lot of types really resist it, because you have what is this dark, fighting, fairy, right? So those 3. For fairy you have fighting, fire, poison, and steel. So only 3 resistances makes it a great offensive type. Really spammable too. So, and for some reason whenever I play with an offensive fairy, it just always feels like nothing resists fairy. So it's pretty good. Anyway, fairy, I needed to check some things. Like, I think fighting is the most important of them all. Usually teams I draft have a fighting weakness, and if you look at this, I've got Kyurem, weak to fighting, and then nothing else really resists. Fighting is usually physical, so Nihilego gets bopped. Though Donphan takes out pretty well. Billy Bones gets bopped, so I want to be able to take on fighting. In drafts, for me, I always really like to have a fairy type. So then there's the part about its special attack stat, 112. Everyone knows Florges has got good special defense. 154, insane, great special wall. Some people say it's passive, and I'm like, I don't understand, because it has 112 special attack. How can it be passive? It's got Moonblast and one. So the thing here is, if Florges is in against something that's fire, poison, or steel, it's switching out, so it doesn't have the opportunity to be passive against those Pokemon. If Florges is in against something that doesn't resist it, it can hit it with a Moonblast and do a lot of damage. I don't understand the logic that Florges is passive. It's never been the case for me. Moonblast does a lot of damage for anything that you would ever consider staying in on or walling. Like, nothing can really set up on Florges, unless you specifically create a set that takes advantage of Florges and sets up on it, which is very possible, and I am aware of that when I prep. So far, I picked up Florges in PBA Season 4, and I thought it was bad as well. I was just like, I need a fairy. This was the only thing available, so I picked it up. It turned out to be really good. Nobody set up on me. I mean, except the one time that a Mega Scizor set up on me when I was completely losing my mind. It was not good. I mean, obviously Scizor is going to set up on me. It was bad. It was bad. If you remember the game I'm talking about, then you remember what a disaster that was. That entire time period was. So yeah, I mean, Wish Protect, Synthesis, Heal Bell, Moonblast. That's all you need. That's all Florges needs. Next, we've got the rest of the team. So I've got Leafeon. God, I don't know what that, I don't even know how to pronounce that nickname. I was just having a really hard time coming up with a nickname, so Leafeon's, I don't know, I just grabbed that and I don't know how to pronounce that. So Leafeon again with 20 points. It's a grass type, so I wanted to replace the grass type that I dropped in Serena. It's not an amazing mon, but for 20 points, I think it's pretty good, because if you look at its stats, it's got like what, 120 attack. One attack is 110 and defense is 130, so it's pretty fat. It can be used as a physical wall. Speed is 95, so that's good. I mean, with Leaf Guard, I mean, there's not really much of a chance to get the sun up for me. But Leaf Guard, if Sunny Day's up, it can't be statused, and Chlorophyll doubles its speed under the sun. So in case that's a thing that happens, then I've got these two abilities. Moves are Wish, Protect, Leaf Blade. I swear, I thought this thing got a fighting move, and so were my friends I was talking to yesterday, but it doesn't. It's like a, I think everyone assumes it gets a fighting move. Maybe it did in Sun and Moon, and they just removed it in, maybe it did in Oras, and they just removed it in Sun and Moon, because I thought it did, and I was pretty sure it did. So were my friends, so. Anyway, yeah, Leafeon. The stats are all that matter. Stats and grass typing, basically. That's why I picked it up. I mean, it was one of the few things I could for 20 points, so yeah, just so I can pick up Florges. I don't know if that's a worth it trade, Serena and Comfy for Florges and Leafeon, but I don't like Serena or Comfy, so I'm never going to use them anyway. Next, we've got Nikki Heat. If you don't get the reference, it is from a show called Castle, which I don't watch anymore, but it's from a show called Castle. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't wanna. Actually, whatever. So there's. It's one of those crime procedurals, and there's a consultant that's working with one of the cops, and he's a novelist, so he writes a book, and he uses like her as a main character, and he calls her Nikki Heat. So that's what the name comes from. So this thing is good. Again, didn't draft this, but it's all right. The speed is what, 104, I think. Yeah, 104. 114 special attack is really good. Spadef is at 100, and that's important to consider because with 75 HP and 100 Spadef, it's actually a very capable special wall. It's not amazing. It's not great. It's not necessarily good. It's capable because it gets Wish and Protect. Wish, Protect, Magician could make for a very interesting set. So Wish, Protect, Fire, Psychic. Pretty good with this 114 special attack stat. It could wall things. Could do pretty well with a unique fire psychic typing. Maybe there's some type combinations that are really taken care of by this thing. I don't know. Not really sure, but maybe. And obviously, Combine, Fire Blast, Flamethrower. Gets Foul Play too. Grass Knot, Heat Wave, Low Kick. I didn't even know it got Low Kick. What's its attack? 69. Maybe there would be a time to use Low Kick. Magic Code, which is really good. Psyshock, Psychic, Signal Beam, Shadow Ball, Switcheroo, which is pretty cool. Will-O-Wisp, Send Headbutt, Blast Bird, my favorite move. And yeah, Hypnosis, Iron Tail. Maybe there would be a time to use Iron Tail, like against the Mega DNC. Not that I outspeed Mega DNC. Skill Swap. So it's a cool support Pokemon. Trick Room. Pretty cool. Fire type, which is good to have. I don't think it's really necessary, but it's nice to have to break the steel types without having to use like for Ferrothorn and Scizor. It's always good to have. So next we've got Venom. Venom is I've got this named after Venom Snake. Just played Metal Gear Solid 5, so I'm like, alright, I'll name him Venom Snake. And this dude, I don't really like him. Like Venom and Nikki Heat, I don't really like him too much, so I may drop him. But the thing with this guy is he's got 3 good abilities: Rockhead, Sturdy, and Sheer Force. With an attack stat of 85, the Sheer Force is just, it's not great, but it's still pretty good because he gets moves like Rock Slide, Crunch. Yeah, he gets Crunch. I don't know, what else? Aqua Tail, no additional effect, so he's got Body Slam, buffed up Body Slam, Dark Pulse, even though his special attack is 55, so that's probably not going to happen. Dragon Tail, Earthquake, obviously. Fire Fang, not bad. Boosted Fire Fang. Heavy Slam, obviously, matters a lot for Steelix. Ice Fang, Iron Head, pretty good. Roar, Rock Polish. It's really slow though, so Rock Polish probably won't do anything. Maybe the Trick Room users on the team would be better for this. Roar, Rock Polish, Rocks, Taunt, Toxic, Sub, Edge, Brutal Swing. Not bad. So he's basically a support Pokemon with really good physical defense. So I mean, Rocks. I'm probably just gonna use him for Rocks, Roar, Toxic, stuff like that. Next we got Raiden, also a Metal Gear character. That's the name. Uh, Zapdos, again, not drafted by me, just took over the team. And this Pokemon is pretty good. It's, I think, one of the most reliable defoggers, and one of the... You can't really take advantage of this, because when I say one of the most reliable, people jump to Latios or Latias. But the thing is, those things can be pursuit trapped. And yeah, you can run Culver Berry, but you're switching out and coming in at 50%. So, like, if you come in on rocks again, you're at, I mean, that's assuming you survive the pursuit. So, you come in at, what would it be, 38. So, like, you know, you're already really weakened. Granted, a Raiden takes 25 from rocks, but it also has such a good defensive typing. It's only weak to rock and ice, which ice is a very prominent offensive type, but from just watching games, this thing always, it sticks around. It's annoying, it lives hits, gets heat wave for coverage, which is good, and I mean, yeah, that's all that really matters. It's a good defogger. High special attack at 125, I think. Yep. Speed's alright at 100. So you see, my team's got a lot of, like, around the 100 speed area. And then we've got Roy Campbell at 145 speed. Also a Metal Gear character, Roy Campbell. 150 attack, 145 speed. Now this thing is so fast that you often have the option to run Adamant. So Adamant adaptability, 150 attack. With moves like Drill Run, Knockoff, U-Turn, X-Scissor, Poison Jab. I don't know, what else does this thing get? Brick Break, not bad. Acrobatics. Does Acrobatics get the boost if you have a Mega Stone? That's an interesting thing to consider. It gets Giga Drain with its terrible special attack stat, 1 of 15. Actually gets Defog. I didn't know that. I didn't know Beedrill got Defogged. Wow, so I have so many hazard removers on this team. And then this is a really important move. Toxic Spikes, man. Toxic Spikes on Beedrill is key because Poison Bug is such an easily walled physical typing that your opponent will, even if a U-turn is coming, I think Beedrill's a little easy to prep for because of the typing, and if you put a Helmet Mon, even if the Beedrill user goes for U-turn and gains initiative, they're taking the helmet damage, which I think is 16%, and you go into your physical wall and don't take too much. Then when Beedrill comes in, if the rocks are up, Beedrill's down to, I think, 59, because 25 plus 16. So it's already weakened. And does this thing get Roost? It does actually get Roost. But it's easily countered, I think, from a physical standpoint, because the typing is not so great for a physical attacker. However, because it is so easy to switch out against Beedrill and go into a counter or a check, that gives me the opportunity to set Toxic Spikes for free. And because Beedrill is so fast, I can often invest a bunch into HP to live a hit from that physical wall and set up another layer of Toxic Spikes. Then I can switch out, and if rocks are up, I can maybe defog them, come in with Beedrill at 25% or whatever, and do some work. Maybe roost off on a switch into another defensive Mon, and then I'm good again. So like, the fact that it's so easy to switch against the Beedrill gives me an opportunity to set Toxic Spikes, and I really like that. And he also gets Baton Pass, Defog, pretty cool. Gets Swords Dance too, Pursuit, I love that move. Sub, obviously. Tailwind, didn't know that. Aerial Ace, not bad. Oh man, what else? That's pretty much it for the good moves, it looks. Iron Defense, I mean, you can Iron Defense pass, pretty cool. Mimic, Natural Gift, which I can't use. Uh, Solar Beam, String Shot. Yeah, I mean, that's that. So, this is the team. What was Kiram's nickname? Yeah, I didn't even make him a nickname for Kiram because I don't intend to keep him. So we've got Nihilego, Gator, Donphan, Kiram, Billy Bones, Sansa, Leafeon, Delphox, Zapdos, Steelix, Beedrill. So I guess this is kind of a bulky offense team. Nihilego's got high special defense, Gator's got high physical defense, Donphan physical defense, Kiram has good HP and pretty good physical and special defense. Mienshau's frail. Florges is obviously has great special defense. Leafeon has great physical defense. Delphox has pretty good special defense. Steelix has good physical defense. Zapdos can go both ways. So my only two frail Pokemon really are Beedrill and Mienshao. And this is, keep in mind, this is not a team at all that I would have drafted. I would not have picked up Kyurem. I would not have got Beedrill. I would not have got Zapdos, Gator. I would not have got Steelix. I would not have got Delphox. But I don't dislike. I don't dislike these ones really. It's just not a team I would have. Not a team that really fits my style. Because I like to play hyper offense when I can. Usually I just do that if I have trouble prepping for a matchup or whatever. I just run hyper offense because it just seems easier. I mean, just kill everything before it kills you. So all you have to do is play well enough. So. But with this, it's none of the mons really are frail. I mean, honestly, I could make them all into walls, right? Like Nihilego, a special wall, AV, Gator, physical wall, Donphan, physical wall, Kyurem, anything, Florges, special wall, Leafeon, physical wall, Delphox, special wall, Steelix, physical wall, Zapdos, both. So that versatility could actually be really key. So I don't know. I'll play the style. I can still play hyper offense. Though I'd probably have to run a Scarfer. Unless Beedrill like carries that load of the speed. But yeah, I mean, team's pretty cool. I don't dislike it. I don't like it that much. It's not one of my favorites or anything. But like, you can only like a team so much that you haven't built yourself. So I think the team's pretty good. I'm happy I took over a really good team actually because. The best friend Safari, last time I joined Johnny GB tourney, I was also a replacement, and I took over a team that was so bad. It was just unplayable. So this team is really good, and I can respect the guy that drafted it and played with it and left me with a 2-1 record. Thank you, Neon Zero. He's got a YouTube channel. I'm 99% sure. I think I've seen his logo around, so I think he has a YouTube channel. I guess I'll link it in the description for no reason. So check him out, I guess. I'll link Johnny GB too, since it's his league. Not that I have more subs than any of these guys, or that anyone watches my videos, but you know, whatever. So that's been that. It's my introduction to my CBA D League season, and again, I'm in the D League because I joined as a replacement. I was in the main league, but I dropped out. I gave my spot to someone else, so let's go. D-League. We got Raph my first week, and then Jack my second week. Those are the only two guys I want to play. Now I want to play Daniel too. Daniel would be pretty cool to play. So that's that, guys. Oh, don't forget Leo. I don't want to play Leo. I've played Leo like 5,000 times. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Especially thank you to somebody if you actually watched this half-an-hour video to the end. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's that. Actually, no. Should I say it? No. Should I say it? Do I dare say my team? No, I don't. No. Alright, I'm gonna shut up and get out of here. So, thanks for watching, guys. Fat Leo out.